In this video, we'll show you how to teach the side rotation in bindings in straight line to a beginner. It's definitely one of the elements that you will want to teach every beginner quite early on. Here's a little overview of what we'll cover in this video. You can skip to each chapter by clicking on the time marks in the video description. The only really important preliminary exercise is swinging left and right. The gymnast can start with their hands down. If necessary, you can support the gymnast by holding out your hands. Younger children might need some time to get the hang of it. It can help to tell them that they need to lift their knees while swinging. If the gymnast loses balance, they can just step out of the wheel to the front. Once that works, the gymnast can start grabbing the handles like this. The free arm is stretched to the side. For the correct foot position, you can tell the gymnast, with your feet facing forwards, get as far into the bindings as you possibly can. Then turn them outwards as far as you can. And then point your feet. You might want to say, point your feet like a ballerina that's standing on her tiptoes, or try to clasp the boards with your feet. Knowing the correct foot position, the gymnast is almost ready for their first side rotation. They should grab the handles from below, like they did when they practiced the swinging. When you spot the gymnast, you will only need to take care that they don't slip out of the bindings. Unless the gymnast has some serious fitness problem, they'll be able to hold on to the handles just fine. Just make sure they don't let go of them while upside down, so tucking in the t-shirt is a very good idea. As we just said, your main job as a coach is to make sure the gymnast doesn't slip out of the bindings. Here's how you secure the feet. Stand behind the gymnast and grab the bindings with your fingers and secure the heel with your thumb. If you want to roll to the right, make sure you grab the left foot with the right hand first. Then a little later you'll be able to grab the other foot with your free hand. Another way of spotting the gymnast is this one. You push down the gymnast's toes against the boards. This is helpful if the gymnast has trouble understanding that they always have to push down their toes. If the gymnast is so tall that you can't reach the feet, then try to ask a taller coach to help you. If that's not possible, you can also grab the ankles of the gymnast. With this technique, you cannot prevent the gymnast from slipping out of the bindings, but you can at least slow down the fall. So, when both you and the gymnast are ready, you can do the first rotation. You can do the first couple of tries without momentum. So the gymnast just needs to hold tight and focus on the correct foot position, and you as a coach take care of the wheel rotation. If you're new to coaching, you might want to ask a second coach to control the speed of the wheel for you, so you only have to focus on your gymnast and not on the wheel. Typically, the gymnast will get excited and forget to point their feet. That's why you're there. Just hold the feet like we showed you and remind the gymnast to point their feet. When the gymnast starts feeling confident, you can stop them upside down to show them how well the bindings hold if they point their feet. The next step is to do the side rotation with momentum. Just like in the swinging exercise from before, the gymnast moves the wheel and on the count of 3 holds tight to both handles. After one rotation, the gymnast stops the wheel in a similar way. If the gymnast gets the foot position right each time, you can stop holding their feet and after a while let the gymnasts do the element on their own. There are two common problems. In order to get more momentum, some beginners start taking momentum in an uncontrolled way. This is dangerous because they might miss the handle. So tell them to always swing in a controlled way and not worry about getting stuck. Actually, they might get stuck, but that's not to worry, they should just be patient. An advanced gymnast would simply shift the weight to the correct side, but a complete beginner should simply call for help and wait. Now, 3 hints for a super correct technique. That's important if you don't want to get deductions at a competition. First, when starting, the gymnast is only allowed to swing once, like here. And look at the legs. The leg that will become the trailing leg is completely straight. The other leg pulls the wheel up and then pushes it to get momentum. Second, look at the head. The gymnast keeps his head still and looks to the front at all times. And third, look at the arms. The gymnast bends one arm at a time. The leading arm is straight, the trailing arm is bent. When upside down, the arms switch. When the gymnast is able to do the side rotation safely, they can keep practicing by trying or even inventing some challenges. For instance, they can try to do 2 rotations in a row. Or they could do sort of a pyramid. Do 1 swing, then 1 rotation, 2 swings, 1 rotation, 3 swings, 1 rotation, and so on. Or with the partner, they can try to do the side rotation synchronized. Or even in one wheel, if they're roughly the same height. If you have a whole group of beginners, they can even make their own little show. Have fun teaching the side rotation. By the way, we will have more videos showing basic elements in bindings soon. So stay tuned and see you there.